Right, so welcome to Islapura. The island chain of Islapura has been in a state of UN control for the past 6 months. This is due to a situation between the local government and the IPNG, Islapura National Group. This group has been classified as an independent criminal faction and has detached itself from the government. The IPNG are a group that is criminal in nature with terrorism principles. They have been known to conduct drug trafficking, people trafficking, as well as financial distribution to other such groups. Although it is believed that not all civilians are sympathetic to their cause, the IPNG use fear to control their people. The local civilian population are not to be trusted, however, ROE applies. Friendly forces, so United Nations are operating in the local area. From the airbase, HMS Liberty is providing direct protection to this area. The UN has stated, although it cannot provide an offensive force, it will provide equipment and evacuation support. NATO is currently planning to send out further military assets in a peacekeeping role. However, this will not be conducted until the region is further stabilised. Islapura is predominantly a jungle environment with high heat, tropical rainstorms with only one major high feature. Open areas of ground will be grassy and boggy. Towns are very westernised with MSRs and ASRs. However, smaller villages do exist and are more remote. OneSog's mission. OneSog will clear the area of the IPNG presence, capture or kill HVT Taskins against the IPNG. This will undermine their ability to coordinate and control local areas. You will see, obviously, the large red circle. This represents the areas under control of the IPNG. Okay, so predominantly they are controlling that area. They will be forcing that fear, the fear tactic on the local villagers, the fishermen, local farmers, etc., to try and give them information or potentially to house and hide the two UN officials who have gone missing. So, a few key areas of importance for our tasking whilst we're here. The first one we're going to talk about is the Presa Alta Dam. Okay, now this is situated, if you haven't got the grid or you can't see it already, at 071968. 071968. This is a large dam feature and controls a lot of the electricity going into the island. Alright, if the government loses control of this, we expect that the civilian population will become further unstabilised, and stability obviously at the minute is our sort of key area of concern. We've got the Islapura International Airport, okay, and that is where the evacuation is taking place at this time, as well as local ports. You can see this in grid 019957, 019957 as marked. Okay, and again, we're not to go anywhere near that, as we do not want to create any sort of situations recurring around that, especially while a lot of civilians are moving there to evacuate, so we want to avoid that position. Okay, so all local policing forces and emergency services have been moved to the capital, as well as the international airport, that is to provide assistance for the evacuation. With the movement, obviously we are going to be doing this within the next at least 15 minutes. Alright, and I'll go over checking the map. I'm going to mark up a movement route, but before we do this, what I want to do is set up an order of march. Okay, so we're going to go with Romeo. You are going to be the point man, and IC navigation. Okay, I will be the second man on the IC of the fire team. Let's go for Gary as the rear man and Danger behind me. Alright. What I want to happen is I want one person to take some demolitions charges. I want one person to take an LMG. Alright, just in case we need that fire support. We are a small fire team tonight. There is only 4 of us. Alright, so we need a bit of firepower just in case we get into any scraps. I have gone over rules of engagement. Please do not engage civilians, or sorry, do not engage any civilians that you have not PID'd with a weapon system and that are creating some form of threat to human life. Damage of equipment, damage of vehicles does not count as a threat to human life. Alright, the local CivPop have unfortunately, in the evacuation process, damaged a lot of infrastructure, a lot of vehicles. That does not give us the green light to start dropping people. Am I clear?
Copy that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we'll work off real life time just to make it nice and easy. The time is now 21:23. By 21:35, I want you good to move. We are going to be using Ugly One as a helo insertion. Alright, I'm going to set up a list of checkpoints, which remember I will go through with you.
I just need to know how to detonate them.
Alright, mate, if you open up your map,
Yep.
you're going to start to see the various checkpoints, waypoints that I've put across the map leading us into Objective Argus. Okay? Happy?
Happy.
So we've got landing zone Bravo, obviously, 040 969 040 969. Okay, from there we're going to checkpoint 1 Whiskey, which is the T junction. CP2, which is Miller, the bridge. Okay, on the eastern side of the bridge. CP3 Vodka, which is going to be a dense sort of wooded, foresty sort of area. Okay. CP4 Cider, bit of an open area between the two smaller wood blocks, and then we're going into our FRV, our final rendezvous position. Right. From there, what we're going to do is check everyone off. Okay. We'll do a little bit of a CTR, close target recce, before we move in on the position, just so we can get an idea of what these guys have. Okay. We'll regroup back on the FRV and then come up with our assault plan. Alright. Any questions?
Copy that. Sounds good.
Okay, good. It's up to you if you want any sort of drones and such, but I don't think we're going to need it for this one. Alright, we're just going to keep it simple. Plus, with this weather, due to the rain and the wind, I'm not sure a drone's going to be that effective. Yeah, so time is now 21:32. We've got 3 minutes to stack behind my position. Make sure we are all ready, and we'll do a comms check when everyone's lined up.
Romeo radio check.
Dangerfield radio check. Gary radio check.
Radio check complete. All good to me. Alright, prepare to move.
1 second.
Okay, we are moving. We are moving. First man in. Second man in. All signs that is last man in. Right, gents, not long. As soon as we fast rope out of this, remember, let's get that 360. Wait out for the helo to fully move out of the position before we start moving. Right, prepare yourselves, lads. Here we go. Right, lads, I respect the night vision isn't the best right now. Okay, partly because of the weather. Alright, just do what we can with it, and it should clear up a little bit anyway. Okay? Stay nice and close with each other. Alright? Alright, Romeo, it's on you. Everyone else, prepare to move.
Ready to move.
I'm set.
Moving.
Moving. Just remember, don't move too fast. Just wait up, let him catch up, Romeo.
There's a danger field. Hold for re.
Fast. We'll cross the road in front of us. Straight northwest. We'll check on Miller.
Yeah, I'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready on you.
Moving.
Let's move. Second man moving.
Third man moving.
Last man moving.
Yeah, it's just in front of me here.
Right here. Copy.
Yeah, I'm going firm.
Copy. Crossing. Set.
Yeah, next two cross.
Crossing. Head on the other side.
Copy. Last man cross. Get moving.
Yeah, I'm moving in now. Last man moving. Fucking tree. Let me know when last man's in.
Last man moving.
Yeah, we're good to go, Romeo.
Okay, try not to move too much to the left, guys, because we got the main road on our left, so...
Just watch your laser, mate.
So the bridge should be right in front of us. So we are checkpoint 2.
Yeah, roger, checkpoint 2. Alright lads, we're going to cross this bridge. Obviously let's keep our spacings, try and get across it as fast as we can. We haven't got any other way of crossing, so we need to be quick here. If you see any headlights, any vehicles moving towards us, PID it, go firm. Simple as that. Alright, let's do it. Danger and Gary, if you go to the left. Just don't fall off, there is no bars, alright? Be careful, watch your footing.
Holding.
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 Just doing a quick map check, guys. Bear
Yep.
with me.
Roger. Let's set up a bit of an all-round defence then, lads, always map checking.
Guarding south.
Copy. We shouldn't be that far. 300 to 350 meters.
Roger, mate.
Ready to move.
Yep. Prep to move.
Re ready.
Ready.
Moving.
Last man moving.
Danger. Gary, I want you to provide overwatch as we move across. Then myself and Romeo, we will put up arcs and cover you moving across. Alright?
Roger.
Yeah, Romeo, let's move.
Can hold the road. Danger here. Second.
Reset.
Last set.
Yeah, ready on you, Romeo.
Through here. Left side of the road.
Let's move. Right, lads, we are getting very, very close to the objective, so just a few actions on, alright? Actions on enemy pre-scene. We are going to mark and observe. Mark and observe. Actions on getting contacted. We are to return fire for a baseline, win the firefight, and then await my quick battle orders. Happy? If you get separated at any point, you are to radio it in and hold position. Yeah, happy. Right, let's set up a ambush just in case we've been followed up by any enemy. Cover behind us. Alright, and we're going to just soak the atmospherics for about 1 minute. Okay, so find yourself some cover. Judging by how bright the lights are that we can see, they could potentially be searchlights. So we need to avoid them as best we can. What I want to happen is Romeo and Danger. I want you to hold this position. Gary, you are going to come with me, and we are going to try and get eyes on the objective. FRV party, so Danger and Romeo, I want you to just keep a bit of an all-round defence here. If we get contacted, we are going to push back via the route we go out from. Right, so the proven route, we're going to come back. Okay. We haven't got any claymores, so you don't need to set them up. However, just be careful. Look out for any enemy patrol patterns, that sort of thing. Stay on comms, but let's keep it down to a minimum so we don't get hurt. Alright. What I want you to do, go collect the other two guys. Our assault position is just going to be to the left. We're going to move in from here. This gets us right on top of the enemy. Okay. Go grab them. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here. Go grab them. Because they're not going to find this. Just face the other way, lads. They'll be facing me. Enemy contacts that way. Alright. So, I've marked the buildings on the map, if you have a look. We've got the yellow set of buildings. Alright, B1, B2, B3. Red set, then blue set. We're going to start with yellow, then red, then blue. Working in that order. 1, 2, 3. Happy? Alright. We'll work in pairs. Myself and Romeo, Danger and Gary as a pair. Okay, obviously we're going to clear each building as a fire team, but if we need to break into pairs, they are our pairs. We're going to move up on an extended line on me. Alright. I want Romeo to my right, to my left, Gary and Danger to the far left. Hold, 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 hold. Romeo, I want you to engage this guy here. Seen?
The one that you stood up.
Yeah, you will engage him. Gary, you will engage the guy next to the fire.
Copy.
On my call. 3, 2, 1, engage. Right, let's push to the left. Yellow building, the one I'm marking.
Engage.
Yeah. Engage, engage. Go loud, go loud. Someone get that fucking spotlight. LMG, put down fire suppression. Gary, on me. Romeo, hold my right.
Copy, moving.
Magazine. Alright, lads, on me, on me. Right, LMG, hold. Danger, hold, provide fire support. Everyone else, on me. We're moving to this building. Guy, left side of the vehicle. What's that, right? It's down.
Moving.
Alright, Romeo and Gary to the door. I'm gonna flash. Go to that left side door, tell me when you're set. Flash in. Move, move, move. Go, 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 go. Yep. One clear. Alright, push out on me. Ready? Right, take the door, I'm covering left. Danger, regroup on us. Yeah, breach it, Romeo, move.
All room clear.
Yeah, happy. Contact right. Hold my right shoulder. Hold my right shoulder. Frag in, frag in. Frag out. Pushing up. I need someone to clear this shark. I've got left side.
Looking right. Looking right.
Contact left side, left side. 20 meters left. Hold my left shoulder. Prepping frag, prepping frag. Frag out.
One close.
Romeo, hold that left. Gary, what we got? Yeah, Gary, take point, take point.
Moving right side. Building 3.
Yeah, Romeo on my 6. Gary, hold.
Holding.
Yeah, I'm on your 6. Keep moving. Romeo, hold our rear, hold our rear. Right, we're gonna flashbang and move into this. Alright, Get ready on the door, Gary. Prepping flash.
Second.
Flash in. Yeah, move. Looking right.
Top one.
Yeah, I'm holding. Romeo, moving on us. Gents, I've got multiple doorways to my front. If you can breach from your... Yeah, good. Okay, Romeo, hold that long threat. Gary, on me.
Here.
Yeah, happy. Move up. Yeah, continue moving. Oh, I'll set point. Clear the doorway behind me.
Display.
Got one last building here, lads. Keep moving down. Got you covered. Might just be a little shot, but I can't ID it from here. Yeah, it's clear. Alright, lads, move back to the main part of the structures. Let's commence SSE. Lads, we've got laptops in the building I'm in. Let's get in here. SSE collectors, let's get in here. Quick. Cover everything you can. Everything you can. If you find any weapons or any paraphernalia, let's get some charges set. Let me know when the charges are set.
Do you want the charges?
I'll let you know in a second, mate. Just keep checking the buildings. If you find any weapons caches, that'll take priority. Romeo, we've got something here, mate, on this desk. Notebooks. Let's grab all the notebooks.
Yeah, can you get the charges on the drugs, Gary?
Got a weapons cache on building 1 yellow.
Building 1 yellow, weapons cache. Yeah, roger. Let's get 1 times charge on it. We've also got drugs that have been found. Speak to Romeo. He will direct you where to get that charge. Alright, let's go for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Alright, what have we got on the notebook?
Checking.
Blow up the drugs as well.
Yeah, roger.
There's some notes on new shipment.
Okay, where's that?
032993.
Wait. Let me get this grid out.
Copy.
Just turn up your volume as well, mate. Yeah, repeat grid.
Uh, 032993.
032
At least 1 times charge on drugs.
993. Yeah, eyes on. Okay, roger. 2 times charges on the house. Right, everyone regroup on me. This position seems secure. iStar asset has
Secure those trucks as well.
No. Leave the trucks. Right, lads, listen in. iStar asset is providing overwatch from above. Okay, we're not seeing any movement around us, so this position's fairly secure. Lads, Romeo's just recovered some intelligence of a potential shipment on objective Tango, as I've just marked 032 0992 032 0992 objective Tango. Alright, let's use these vehicles, get there ASAP, and see if we can deter the shipment. Roger?
Copy.
Copy that.
Alright,
Copy.
what we're going to do, 2 people, 2 vehicles. Okay, so 2 people in this vehicle, 2 people in another vehicle. We're going to drive 20 metres forward in a safe zone, then we'll det the charges. Happy?
Copy.
Alright, Romeo, I want you as a driver in my vehicle. Let's take this white one here, this white pickup. And then you 2 pick a driver and you take the vehicle there. Okay. Yeah, det the charges. Nice, good work. Alright, gents, let's get to this fucking objective. Yeah, dismount, dismount. Okay, lads, just hold here. Let's get eyes down this ASR. Keep eyes on it. I'm going to check them out. Right, Romeo. So we've just passed this water feature. If you check your map, I'm marking it with the cursor. Grid 0240990. 0240990. So we are in this lay-by just here. Okay. What I want you to do is, yeah, get us into objective Tango. Let's try and move along this sort of wood block using this ASR as a bit of a tick-off feature. We'll cross the ASR next to this T-junction and move into the objective. Alright, gents, I'm going to mark a position for friendly LZ on extract.
Copy, see that as well. Looks like there's lights as well. Right in front of us.
Yeah. Eyes on a structure. Follow my laser, follow my laser. Alright, danger. I want you to hold position. Have you got good eyes on? Yeah, danger, hold position there. Provide fire support. Gary, Romeo, move on me, move on me. Contact left of the Land Rover. Danger, put down a base of fire. Gary, Romeo on me. Yeah, send it. Right, move in. Watch out for the fire.
Stay away from the vehicle.
Stuck on me, stuck on me. I'm through the smoke. Okay, I'm going to move round. I want fucking Romeo, as we move round, I want you to move to the right of that vehicle. Gary, on me.
Copy.
Move. I'm hit, stoppage. Gary, take my position.
Going left round.
Romeo, hold position. Gary, wait for me. Danger, can you move up? Alright, continue moving in. Start clearing these buildings out. Danger, provide overwatch for them. I want Romeo and Gary, 2-man clears.
To my 12.
I'm on you, Gary.
Throw flash in there. Throw flash in there.
Back in, I'm with you.
Flash. The giant killer. Good scan. Forward. Right side. Three.
On you.
He's outside. Here. Door.
Hold, hold, hold. When you open, I will cover from here. Danger, keep that all around the fence if you can. 5 overwatch. Yeah, open it.
Grenade ready.
Wait, you might not need to frag this, it looks quite small, mate. Don't frag it. Small.
Copy.
Yeah, send it.
Copy opening.
Do not push in until I say. Contact. Yeah, frag it.
Let's cash.
Yeah, roger. Alright, lads, scan out the area. Position secure. Again, commence SSE. Danger, provide cover. I will provide cover as well whilst I'm doing the helo. Alright, we're going to go for 2 minutes. Commence SSE. Let's get some charges down on whatever we find. What we got in here?
Got an empty vehicle amongst 12.
Yeah, roger. Yeah, we've got money and what looks to be weapons boxes in here. A lot of money on the ground, gents. A lot of money. Alright, let me just check the body. Yeah, this guy's got some pretty significant kit. Name looks to be Chechenian as well.
A lot of demolition charges as well.
Yeah, roger. Can we get some photographs? Let's get some photographs of this equipment.
Copy.
Alright, and det the charge. Yeah, good. Set up an all-round defense around the IR Asylum. Helo is inbound. Gents, Helo is almost here. Alright, Romeo, let's move.
Danger on.
Yeah, Romeo, move.
As soon as that car turned on its headlights,
Well, obviously, yeah, very, very good work there. We managed to secure a lot of intelligence. Alright, let's dismount and have our intelligence shot. Let's see what we found. Well, yeah, tricky one, but we got the job done. Alright, really good effort. Right, Romeo, you collected quite a bit of intelligence. Do you want to read it out?
Copy. So aside from the pictures that I've sent you, I have collected 4 notepads. One of them was just blank, didn't have anything. I'm going to ignore that one. We obviously went over the remember our shipment 032993. He
Yeah.
has sent one of his men to ensure the handover goes smoothly.